I'm really thrilled to be among you today, and in this incredibly fast-growing purple community. So, for those who are still wondering how to succeed to move forward to purple, here are 4 of the top system integrators. And my first question to them will be to Tarun, Sri, and Elxsi. What are, to your point of view, how would you convince a telco of the best argument of the added value of a system integrator?
Thanks, Gilles. Thank you for inviting me over here, and it's a really pleasure. This is first time for me in person in a Purple Summit. I want to, before I answer on this point, I want to go back and refresh in the morning. Very interesting point. It's a complex ecosystem, always with every telco. Multi-vendor system, integration with the provisioning system, integration with your billing system, and not that they expect to have a grandmother experience while deploying to their end customers, and also ensuring the quality over there. Okay, if we look all those things with our knowledge on the purple where what we are doing today, a system integrator plays a very foundational role from architecture design, from the development to the deployment, and managing their customer life cycles. Okay. When all those platforms, the legacy platform, need to be updated, and all the operational efficiency also aspect need to be managed, and system integrators help in managing that, building during the development cycle, building the robust pipeline, robust CI/CD pipeline with the automation framework, but not that, also ensuring the compliance and the regulatory aspects of as required by this. So that's where I see the system integrator plays a very key role while achieving that success for their partners by bringing all this.
Good afternoon, everyone. Great to be here. This is my first time in Paris, but Capgemini has been part of this purple journey for about 3 years, and I guess the success of this is really how the community is growing, right? And that's really the best way to assess. Now, getting to the specific question about SI or system integration and how they play in this community, I'd like to go back to mobility devices when Android and iOS got established as the OS level standardization. The challenges are really the back end, integrating with platforms, getting it all stitched together so that applications can be deployed, leveraging the OS, leveraging the middleware stack and the standardization. So the role of integrator is really to bridge the gap between what the community develops and specific challenges around operators' platforms. I mean, this morning we heard from all the operators. In fact, it's reassuring on how an integrator can really disrupt this ecosystem. The device ecosystem is going to be pretty complex. If you want to deploy applications and scale, you need a definite integration capability that can enhance the speed of rollout, scale of applications, et cetera.
Okay, so good afternoon. For me, it's the 3rd or 4th time, I don't remember. Actually, I participated also last year in the Roundtable System Integrator, and happy to see that the community is growing. Why a system integrator? So I would say that, and I'm talking about operator, okay, because system integrator can work also with an ODM, with a third party, etc. I'm talking about operator, and I would say I would categorize operator into two categories, okay? The operators who are investing a lot in R&D, and they have their own R&D. And operator, I'm talking about tier 1, operator who actually are used to get the software from the ODM, and everything for them is going through the ODMs. They have some capabilities, but not much. So here comes the SI, the system integrator. They can help both, by the way. Of course, the responsibilities will differ from one operator to the other, one category to the other. For those who do not have the R&D capability, usually the SI will may take over a full responsibility on integrating all the parts and bringing the hardware to the market, to the deployment. Sometimes it's just helping the team. And what the SI is bringing to the table is it takes a long time. It's a very complex technology, okay? The people here in the audience, they know. It takes a long time to ramp up a team, to train a team. And usually the SI has already the capacity, the scale. He already used to work on many other projects. He did a lot of integration, different SoC, different ODM, different third party, for example, mesh, interoperability with different kind of mesh technology, etc. And this is kind of knowledge that the SI is bringing to the operator that may not exist with the operator itself.
Okay, thank you. So Marc and Tarun, another question. Based on your proven experience, how would you see how the time to market can keep being improved by Purple?
Thank you, Gilles, and good afternoon. So from our perspective, why Purple is a good solution to accelerate the time to market is that it gives a clear separation of domains of responsibility. In reality, it puts the works where it scales the most. We talked a lot about scaling. You know, when an SoC vendor is turnkey with Purple, when also you have the BSP ready from the hardware vendor, and when it's easy to reach quicker to the market and deploy a product. Of course, the challenge and how it can improve, perhaps, is that in a way, Purple needs to clock the industry. You know, there's various elements composing Purple. There are the OpenWRT releases. There's the BSP versions, the Linux kernel versions. And that, in order to be a success, you need to align the timelines between the various parties. And if they are aligned, then it's getting quicker to output something on the market. Another thing that is a bit counterintuitive, I think, is within the Purple Foundation, there's a desire, and the mission is to, in a way, standardize the industry. And standardizing the industry takes longer. And normally, you know, the carriers, they want to be first on the market with the technology. There was Wi-Fi 7. We've heard about Wi-Fi 8 coming. So is Purple equipped to, as being normative to the industry and can match the desire of the market to be first on the market? I think for that, we have the means within the Purple Foundation. It's not easy, but we need to cleverly put the right provisioning in the architecture so that basically we can have vendor modules and also capture interim solution, not fully standard yet, and that could help accelerating the time to market. This morning as well, Christian Gacon said that basically Purple is a bit for the carrier an opportunity to renovate and look back on their legacy requirement and simplify the ecosystem so that the pivot to Purple is quicker, and that definitely will help in accelerating the time to market.
So just to add what Marc said, definitely there need to be a synergy from the SOC vendors to the system integration at an operator level. But what Purple has done so far, taking the input, defining the roadmaps, and prioritizing the feature sets is really helping. And And one of the key important point always comes the stability and the certification aspect with respect to the compliance, right? And if we look those challenges in the launches and the time to market, the certification, what is being planned and established by the Purple Foundation will further help in gaining the time to market with that pre-certification processes. That really.
And Ellie and Marc, how can we rely on you, system integrators, to maintain quality over time and to commit to the future of Purple OS?
Okay, so that's two parts of the question. One is the quality, and the second one is contributing to Purple. So first of all, about quality, I would say that unlike the previous generation, the operator is involved very much in the software development from day one. In the past, it was not the case. So we're getting many of them were getting a black box, and they were not too much involved, and they were relying on somebody else. Here, even if they work with an SI and a system integrator, they are very much involved in all the decision, the architecture, the set of features, the timetable, the coding, everything. So since they are involved, they have more control, and I believe it increases also the quality. This is number one. Number two, SI as a software vendor has the capability to enforce good procedure, good software development procedures, to make sure that the product will conform with the new regulation. I just can mention one of them, which became very important, especially in the European market now, the Cyber Resilience Act. So this is something that the SI is used to give attention, is usually updated, and can make sure that the product is conforming. About contribution, I would say this is a major. I don't want to say a problem, but the major challenge. There is Purpleware, which is developing a new version, etc. And there are operators who are working on their own Purple. And again, I cannot say what is going on in every project, etc. My feeling is that every operator is, at the end of the day, building his own Purple baseline, I would say, which is over the time differs a lot from the main branch of Purple. And here, this is a challenge, actually, I would say, to the operators themselves to enforce. They have to enforce upstreaming of a lot of changes that they have to do. I'm not talking just about new features. It can be a lot of patches. In the project we did, there are 100, if not more than patches that can be relevant for everybody. But it takes time to commit, and it's a process, and it costs money, etc., etc. So some of it's not always done. And actually, at the end of the day, it's for the benefit not of the community only, but also for the operator itself, because at the end of the day, he will have to upgrade to the next Purpleware version. And if there are too many patches and too many changes, it will be a very big effort for him. So the operator has to make sure that they commit back and they are as much close to the main branch.
Thank you, Eli. And basically, I think I will reinforce a bit your message from another angle, providing other examples. So as a system integrator, we deploy projects in the field. And as we say, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. And we have a unique perspective because we integrate Purple OS, the BSP, the SDK, everything, the open source part, and also we put the customization of the operators. It's like 50% of the software plus value-added services, and we have to interact with the IT infrastructure for the device management. So at the end, the system integrator is the one that really sees how the system is stressed. how it will, so it will, and going through the fireproof of the deployment, you see really how it behaves. So it's why we get many patches to make it fly. So we do performance enhancements, security fixes, we do also stability. And at the end, all this needs to be contributed back because there's no value in these additions because every one that will deploy Purple will need it. So as a system integrator, we need to have our customers to help us have a fast-track upstreaming process, like what you said. And I think it is key, and it will help, in a way, the quality. It's your question, Gilles. If we have this virtuous cycle, and I think the system integrators have a real unique perspective to bring that value back to the Purple community, which cannot by itself, being an open source platform, being also aware of how it is used completely and how it is deployed. And that's our value that we could contribute, and our commitment as well.
Thank you, Marc. So the last question to Sri. Do you foresee that AI will have some impacts on your role as a system integrator?
Yeah, I definitely see AI as enabling a transformation in the Purple ecosystem. It's really not whether AI is going to apply, it's pretty much what are the different areas where AI is going to add value. End of the day, when it comes to operators rolling out like devices, deployment, operations and platforms are very different. AI enables the SDLC framework, which is the complete software development lifecycle in both design and runtime. Design optimization, resource placement, you've got edge, cloud, and device, where to run the applications, the validation and certification process that is part of the design. And when it comes to runtime, it is all about data-driven adaptive intelligence. Like how can you use data to drive decisions and also do the firmware management and software rollback, leveraging AI. Now, what comes on top of it is Gen AI, where content can be generated as well. Not only is the documentation search a value add, like leveraging Gen AI, but the entire automation of SDLC framework using AI, I think it's a definite value add to the Purple ecosystem.
Okay, well, thank you. Strong applause to these four gentlemen.